and we start going, and this thing has no resistance, and I'm pedaling as hard as I can, and I'm going 1 mile an hour, and I'm sweating, and I'm looking at my new love, and she's sweating, and so I start drinking and sweating, and she's slipping around. Guys, it's not good. Pedal parties are not good, okay? Don't go on them. You're driving around, you're drunk, you're sweating, you're feeling barfy, like, let's say you want to do a kissing move on your love. It ain't gonna happen. You feel so barfy, you're embarrassed. We haven't even got to the first place yet, They're gonna remember pedal parties like people remember vomitoriums, okay? It's like, can you believe these people rode around on these barf bicycles, just barfing out the side, and drinking at the same time? It's bad news, guys. So recently, I had a question for a day laborer, and I didn't know how to go about it, so I just rolled up to one, and I rolled down my window, and I yelled at him, "Do you take PayPal?" And he looked at me like, "What?" And then I yelled at him, "Tenezun PayPal!" And then he looked like he wanted to beat me up, so I drove off. But later on that night, it got in his head, and he told his friend, "Este pinche Whitacre dicen Tenezun PayPal." And then his friend was like, "Tenezun PayPal es muy fácil. Solo necesito un email address." And then the guy's like, yeah, yo tengo computadora. And then the guy's like, La biblioteca tienes muchos computadoras gratis. Solamente ven allá. And the guy's like, and then that's why America's number one. I recently was done wrong by Urban Outfitters, and I was done wrong at the airport because I'm going through security, and I think I'm doing fine, and then there's a yellow square on my crotch, and it's because of these sleek and sexy Urban Outfitter pants. And the guy comes up to me, he's like, "Sir, I'm gonna have to pat down your crotch area. Would you like a private room?" And I'm like, would I like a private room? But I said no, and so he's like, "I'm gonna go, up and down your thigh. I'm gonna go across the front area. I'm gonna go inside, outside of the back, and across the back." And I'm getting nervous, and he starts going, and then he starts inside, outside my thigh, and then when he starts going across my penis area, he starts keep on going and going on my penis area, and doing figure eights on my penis area, and I'm just getting feeling violated. He goes across my back with minimal damage, but I feel violated and angry, and I'm, 30 minutes later, I'm at my gate, pissed off, because I still have a semi-chub from this guy, I got phantom figure eights on my penis area, and I'm just angry at Urban Outfitters for selling me these metal pants that blare off. Eventsandadventures.com. That's it. That's a joke. How come everyone from Somalia knows so much about wine? It's not fair. It's not fair that they have all the free wine in the whole damn city, and they don't grow grapes in that country. Guys, I have some good news. I'm a new dad. I have a new little baby girl. Thank you. And the best part about being a dad is now I can call my body a dad bod. Because before I was just a guy who didn't like to run ever, or the guy who took 3 more donuts from the office break room, or the guy who had the extra large torta. He ate the whole thing and the Mexican Coke, and then he took a nap. But now that I'm a dad, it's a whole new ball game. People, want to put me on the cover of magazines. I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio, running high on ecstasy in the Hamptons, shooting a water gun in his cargo pants, smiling. You know, just that's what life's like. But it's hard, you know, because you pick up the kid, you start getting, you know, muscles. You got to instantly eat some tamales to make sure that you keep your dad bod. You know, you don't want to get too much muscles. People are gonna start asking questions. So the thing about being a dad, sometimes there's a lack of sleep. You know, the baby's waking up all in, and when this lack of sleep, you start losing your mind a little bit. And so some songs come in my head, but the lyrics are changed. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna sing to you all these songs. The first one is by Houston's own Beyonce Knowles, to the sound of Say My Name, Say My Name. It goes like this. Similac, Similac, when there's no boob around you, say, baby, I got you. Get a bottle of Similac. Similac, Similac, if you have trouble breastfeeding, you should try the best feeding. Get a bottle of Similac. Similac, Similac. If you are using food stamps, you can trade them for booze and snacks. Get a bottle of Similac. The next song is by Madonna, to the soundtrack of Papa Don't Preach. It goes, Papa don't sleep, baby needs to eat. Papa don't sleep, lots of poo and pee. But I made up my mind that we're keeping the baby. We had a crazy election. It was Hillary versus Trump. Hillary's scary, guys. Like, if you were to spend the night at Hillary's house, you would wake up like at 12:30 in the night to a scratch on your door, and you would open the door and she'd be there naked, scratching on the walls, and you're like, "Devil Grandma, go away!" And then in the morning she'd serve you a tray of cinnamon rolls, like nothing happened. No, I don't want your cinnamon rolls. Trump, on the other hand, means little fart in British English. My brother-in-law told me so. He said his mom says, "Oh, it was just a little Trump." And so a Trump, now I can't believe a Trump beat the scary devil grandma. Little Trump. So I practice all these things at open mics, guys, and I went to a new open mic. It's at a place called Fat Boys on 610 in Kirby, and I was the only non-black person there, and it was cool. You know, it was cool, but there's a little bit of difference. There's a lot of crowd work going on, and I don't do much crowd work, but I was in the audience. And I was like nervous, like, oh no, he's gonna pick me. And then someone finally picks on me. He said, "You comedian?" I was like, "Yes." And he's like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Bret." I was trying to enunciate, and he's like, "Bret?" And I'm like, "Yes, Bret." He's like, "Are you white?" You know, and that's kind of like a hard question, so I just kind of got fumbled, but I'm kind of Hispanic. And then I knew, oh no, I'm a part of his joke. And then he's like, he looked at me, he's like, "I've never heard of anyone who's kind of Hispanic named Bret." But my name is Bret Whitacre. Thank you, guys. Come see me another time.
Guys, give it up, Bret Whitacre! Yeah, man, that's Houston.